Alright, let's continue this story. Chapter 6. Elysion 3rd Nikke Research
Let me
Lab.
give everyone a sit rep.
Man, we made it there
This
fast.
lab has been besieged by over 200 raptures. We've confirmed that there are at least 4 Ultra units among them.
Ultra.
The ones who are calling the shots.
This means, in addition to the sheer size of the attacking
What?
force, there were high-class raptors amongst their ranks.
Why did she have to throw it in there? That, like, oh, they're leaders. Oh, okay.
This was all meticulously planned from the beginning. They had all their ducks in a row before they attacked.
They got ducks now.
They came for the Grimm's model.
That would be safe to assume, yes. The facility is in ruins. Both the human employees and the Nikkes inside were slaughtered before they knew what was happening. That includes the 2 Grimm's models that were currently in production. They're damaged beyond repair.
I mean, your sister's dead?
The damage is so extensive that it almost feels as if it was done with intent. Out of some kind of hatred. Cinderella is also missing, including her specialized sidearm glass slippers.
Oh, she's missing.
So she wasn't destroyed along with the rest?
We can't say if she's been terminated, or whether she's wandering around somewhere. Also...
But...
It might be best to simply show them.
Yes. You all need to understand the gravity of the situation.
What is it?
Follow me.
Where? What? Why? Everyone stands in stunned silence. Before them lies a grotesque aberration that looks like a hodgepodge of Rapture and Nikke. Uh-oh.
What is it?
Whatever it is, it's enough to make one's blood run cold.
My god.
Your mouth didn't move.
They implant a Nikke with rapture parts.
Look here.
They've been fused together. Is she still alive? No. She's dead. No signs of trauma. She must have died of shock. The only thing is...
Thud. Lilith places her hand on the apparition. Zing! The Rapture's core moves frantically as if scanning the area.
It's still alive. Only the rapture portions, to be precise. That means...
So they're trying to make the heretics.
Yes. I'm not sure as to how or when. But at some point, experiments were carried out where a rapture and a Nikke were fused together. I believe the shock brought along by the fusion process is what killed the Nikke. I think it's safe to say that this process was initiated by the rapture side.
The raptors are up to no good. First the corruption phenomenon, and now this.
I'll report this to VTC.
I'll also notify my superior.
Are we going to leave it like this?
Yes. It's noteworthy that the rapture portion is still alive and operational. It will help with the research. We'll stay here and safeguard it until the higher-ups come to retrieve it.
And after that? We were going to join up with Cinderella and go to the lift.
Yeah, we still
But
doing that?
now she's missing. Are we going to look for her, or should we all head to the lift?
I was planning on discussing that with Lilith. I will advise you in the morning.
Okay, understood.
A moment later, the commander and Lilith leave to have a meeting.
It's strange. What is?
The recent behavior of raptures. Strange.
You feel that way too?
Don't you?
Yes. First the corruption. Now this ungodly fusion process. As far as I can see, there's no reason why a rapture would want or need to do something like this.
If we're being brutally honest, the raptures are superior beings. They can afford not to change anything. Simply focus on attacking us and soon they'll enjoy an easy victory.
So why would they bother with all this?
Tell me what you're thinking, Rapunzel.
They're playing with us.
Playing with us. Must be
It's
that
like
mad
a cat
scientist.
toying with a mouse.
Agreed.
In their eyes, we're not even worthy of their full attention. In matters of war, such hubris usually leads to one's downfall.
Well, I say let's be the ones to initiate that downfall. Kid, why do you keep fidgeting over there?
Oh, this? To prepare for us being isolated like before, I made some simulations to pass the time.
Simulations.
Like a video game?
Just like the
You
simulation.
made an entire game that quickly? Let me play one round.
It's a simulation, not a game.
Any chance you could put some of my music in as background music?
I don't think that genre would really gel with this.
Haha! You see? You said genre, so it's totally a game. Come on, don't be like that. Just let me play for a little bit.
Are you okay?
Ugh.
Oh no. Red Hood's eyes start glow crimson.
My head.
Are you okay?
Lay her down.
It's okay. Every once in a while, you get a rough spell like this. Kid, come over here and help me.
I left something outside.
She's running away.
That ungrateful.
Don't talk and just lie down. I'll bring her back.
No, I shall fetch her. You two tend to Red Hood.
Okay.
Hey, swordsman. Don't be too harsh on her. She's still young. If you harm a hair on her head, I'll kill you.
Noted.
Okay. Alright, chapter 7. There was no cutscene yet.
Reload.
Conference room.
I say we search for Cinderella. I hate to admit it, but the odds are stacked against us without her.
But what are the chances that she's even alive? How are we going to find out where she went?
We may not know how to go about it, or how long it will take. But we've got to figure it out somehow.
Lilith. You do know that we don't have much time, right?
They could have fused with
I
her.
mean, Red Hood doesn't.
Yes.
It sounds to me like we're signing our own death warrants, all for the sake of giving Red Hood a supposedly fitting end.
You may think that, but I believe we're going to win.
If you ask me, you're an idealist.
I've just gotten orders from the top brass. They want us to dispose of Red Hood.
They're nothing if not decisive in times like these.
Corruption is something they still know very little about. For them, Red Hood is a walking liability.
It is
She's
true.
one of the goddesses as well. If it comes to light that one of the renowned goddesses of victory has been tainted in any way, public morale will take a nosedive.
So they want us to get rid of her, but to give her a warrior's death while we're at it.
Precisely.
That's horrible.
Agreed. I'm not even sure what would constitute a fitting end for her. Or us.
Commander, do you remember the first time we met?
Do you remember?
You said I was a mercenary who would do anything for money.
I didn't use those exact words.
You're money grubbing.
It's just that at the time you were a little...
You were funny. I wonder if I actually that I'm a clone of him.
rough around the edges.
So I'm slightly more refined now, is that it?
You've paid no heed to commands from your superiors, and instead done what you felt was right in order to get the job done. It's thanks to you that we were able to come as far as we have. We all trust you, Commander. So do what you want to do. In a situation like this, an order from your superior officer means nothing.
That's true.
No matter which path you choose, none of us will challenge you.
Well, can I shed a few tears at this point?
I'm afraid that would not be advisable.
No, Anderson. Okay.
Excuse me.
Oh, hey, Scarlet.
Why perchance did you flee with such haste?
Who said I ran away? I just went outside to get something.
Very well. Then let my eyes look upon what you came to retrieve. I shall ask once more.
She got a gun.
Why did you flee?
When it's Red Hood's final... I don't want to be there.
Huh.
If there comes a time when she needs to be put out of her misery, I don't think I could handle it. I shudder to even think about it.
Why then did thou discourage her from returning home, and with such fervor?
I just wanted her to spend as much time with us before the end.
Thou art most selfish.
Yeah.
You wish to witness Red Hood's last days, yet do not wish to be caught in the midst. Who is Red Hood to you?
Yeah, didn't you guys just
A
meet?
playmate and nothing more? If she was truly someone you treasure, then even if her final moments are brutal and unforgiving, you would wish to remain by her side all the same.
Man, I I like the Scarlet more than the modern Scarlet.
Now, go inside. Go to Red Hood.
I like that she's more serious and not alcoholic.
I will. Thank you, Scarlet.
Snow White runs off.
Heavens above. I goad others to follow this advice when I would have a devil of a time following it myself.
How is she doing?
She's dead. Oh,
She's stable, although she hasn't regained full mobility just yet.
she's
She
paralyzed.
can talk, though.
Rapunzel, let's go out for a moment.
Okay.
Rapunzel and Dorothy leave.
I'm sorry.
Come here.
So White instantly approaches Red Hood.
I thought you left something behind. Did you find it?
Yes, I found it.
Good. Then you can rest easy.
Red Hood,
Do you want to listen to some music?
Yes.
Always listen to the fucking music. Soon after.
Is that everyone?
Nope.
You can lie down if you'd like, Red Hood.
I'm fine. No need to coddle me.
Now then, I'll explain our next course of action. We are calling off any potential search for Cinderella. We will head to the lift with our current crew.
Good.
Okay.
Understood.
I shall wield my sword with aplomb.
The operation will be carried out immediately after
Aplomb.
this amalgamation is handed over to the superiors. We should be setting out tomorrow morning. Our mission is simple. After getting as close as possible via air, we'll descend, break through the Rapture line of defense, and proceed to the lift. After that, we'll take the lift up to the station. Once there, we kill the Queen.
You call that simple?
Doesn't sound so simple to me.
Doesn't it seem like we're going back to the old days?
A suicide mission.
Exactly.
From here on out, everyone is responsible for their own maintenance. That is all.
That is all. That is all. Soon after.
Rapunzel?
Can you fix me?
What is it, Red Hood? Are you not feeling well?
That's not it. I just wanted to give you a gift.
Now I see why Snow White was reluctant to receive a gift. It all feels so sudden.
Don't tell me you're gonna start crying and running off as well.
No, I'm used to it by now. I'll gladly accept any gift you choose to give me.
Rapunzel is like a lot taller than Red Hood. Red Hood gives a magazine to Rapunzel.
Something wrong?
Oh, we should give her your nudie max.
No, it's just... This is an unexpected gift. The title is rather interesting. Blinding Passion Volume 1. Coming from you, I figured it'd be something like a cassette tape.
I figured I ought to give you something that could be useful.
Thanks.
Why don't you take a look? It's about humans and their lives.
Humans? Humans and their lives. Well, you guys were once human, right?
This isn't some weird magazine like before, is it?
I'm surprised she didn't say it's about humans and how they reproduce.
Of course
Or
not.
copulate.
Just look at the cover. It's totally normal.
Very well. I'll trust you. Huh. Wait it.
Slap!
Ow! Watch the face! What was that for?
This is a dirty mag. My eyes.
Told you it was anthropological in nature. Pretty interesting, eh?
It's not interesting at all.
How come you can't take your eyes off it then?
It's my first time seeing this kind of stuff.
You see, well, if they're made nikkes when they're young, then I guess it makes sense.
I know. That's why I gave it to you.
You're trying to corrupt me.
Oh, relax. Don't get your knickers in a twist. You've been living your entire life with safety wheels on. You were destined to become the next female religious leader from the day you were born. So you've been living your life based on other people's expectations. Becoming a Nikke wasn't your choice either? Am I right? So how about pivoting and steering yourself in your own direction?
That doesn't mean I'm interested in stuff like this.
Religious leaders?
You say that, but you seem awfully intrigued whenever the topic crops up.
What makes you so sure about that?
I'm amazed that you thought people wouldn't realize. Anyway, it might not be my business,
But you're horny as fuck.
but I just thought it was a little sad, that's all. You are bound by your duty, unlike me. As for me, I've always lived my life exactly how I wanted to.
Red Hood, I've wavered for a while now on whether I should say this or not, but
What is it?
when I look at you now, it feels to me like you can't wait to die.
What?
I can feel that you're trying to tie up everything in a pretty bow so that you can die without any regrets. You're like a battle-hardened and weary soldier, sitting around waiting for death to claim you.
You're not totally off base.
Listen, the Red Hood I know would never give up. No matter who the adversary is, or how tough a mission lies ahead. You'd face it head-on with grit and mettle. You were never someone who resigned themselves to defeat.
In case you've forgotten, I'm dying. I don't have much time left. What other option do I have? All I can do is leave things in a better state for all of you.
You should fight it, like you always have.
What do you want me to do? No case of corruption has ever been reversed.
This is still a relatively new illness. I, along with VTC, have been working day and night to find a cure. So please, I beg of you, don't let go. Even if it may mean leaving some things unfinished, I will do everything in my power to make you better.
You're broken and you must be fixed.
Okay, I'll believe you.
If we're talking about porn, then. Talking about not giving up.
Idiot! I made some improvements to your staff. The trajectory of the beam won't warp or bend in high humidity.
But you bent in humidity.
Although I should stress that doesn't mean there won't be any deviations at all. Rapunzel?
Huh? What is it?
Are you listening to me?
Yeah, she was giving a weird look.
Oh, yeah, sure, I heard you. What were you reading just now?
Oh, she started. She was actually. She's actually reading the magazine.
study material? What are you studying? I'd rather not say.
It's my own business.
I altered Scarlet's armor so that it's thinner around the waist, so that her center of balance is centered more on her legs. That'll open up her back a bit more, and the extra weight on her legs will only serve to make them stronger.
I still proclaim that thou wasted time on this. I can do my part perfectly well without such revisions.
Fine then. Return the armor and we'll put it back the way it was.
I scarcely believe such extreme measures are necessary.
As for Dorothy, I made some modifications to your outfit so that it won't get dirty as easily.
Dirty?
Perfect.
Dorothy, my curiosity has been piqued for some time. Why do you place so much emphasis on your posture during a fight? You obsess over strategy when it's something that could be easily solved by using your own body.
Fighting using your own body seems so barbaric to me.
Excuse me?
Oh, sorry. What I meant was that I don't think it's very smart.
Yeah, you're not very smart, Scarlet, and you're a barbarian.
Come again.
You're just digging yourself into a hole, Dorothy.
Can I talk to you for a minute, Dorothy?
Save it for the operation. Snow White, continue.
I'd rather talk now.
They gotta go at it?
Anyway, I didn't make any modifications to Lilith's armor or weaponry, as I can't make heads or tails of her tech in the first place.
Thanks anyway. It's the thought that counts.
As for Red Hood, the wiring of your weapon was in a shambles, so I cleaned it up. There was a lot of gunk built up in the muzzle, and for some reason I can't possibly fathom, there was spaghetti crammed into the magazine.
Spaghetti?
I can scarcely believe it myself, but there were even a few mushrooms growing on the butt of the rifle.
What?
You're kidding.
Did they not teach them proper
Do
maintenance
you
of their
want to
weapons?
see?
No, it's okay.
Anyway, once I gave it a thorough cleaning, there were no lasting issues. It's clearly been built to last.
You could have just said that to begin with. We didn't need that whole preamble.
As for you, Commander, perhaps I could give you a throat lozenge?
Huh? Why would I need that?
Well, there's really not much else you do other than scream orders.
I feel personally attacked.
That concludes our battle preparation.
Yeah, they don't give him a pistol.
Our ammo is more than sufficient, and everyone appears to be in optimal condition. All that's left is to head into the fray.
Everyone nods in acknowledgement.
In that case, let's go.
We've still got a few moments to spare. Dorothy? Scarlet? Any chance I could talk to you two?
Oh, do you want to act as a referee when I instruct Dorothy? I'm going to show her the joy of using one's body in combat.
Do you realize how insane you sound right now?
Fight, 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 fight.
Are you okay, Rapunzel?
She picks up certain things a bit too quickly. I just have something I want to say to you both in private.
I don't want to impose, but could I come and watch as well?
Okay, well, I do it. I said it.
No.
She's horny.
As I've mentioned before, this will probably be my last operation. So, I wanted to leave you all with a small memento. Unfortunately, I don't know what you guys would like. So, if there's anything you need, now's the time to tell me.
That's the reason why you gathered us together?
Yep.
I didn't peg you for someone so sentimental.
Me? Sentimental?
I don't need anything, and I refuse to say farewell. I'm not saying it now, and I won't say it later. This isn't your style. Besides, you still don't know whether the corruption will manifest itself or not.
You are most optimistic.
Think what you want. I'm going to do some maintenance.
Shouldn't you guys have already done that? Dorothy
What
leaves.
about you, swordsman? Anything you want?
Nay.
I see.
Did you work things out with Snow White?
Yep, everything's patched up. When the time comes, though, I think she'll be disappointed in me.
You're not...
It's a secret between me and her.
Very well. I can understand where you're coming from.
I appreciate that.
You've taken on a lot.
I'll leave it to you from now on.
There's only been what cutscene the main story I've seen so far where Scarlet and Snow White actually interact, and it was just not much of anything.
Mass-produced nikkes, charge!
Whoa, what the heck?
Initiate long-range airstrike support.
We ended up with a bunch of mass-produced nikkes?
Hold altitude. Maintain speed. We'll go in as far as we can.
We've been detected by the raptures. We're being targeted by their anti-aircraft guns.
Transitioning to autopilot. We'll attack in 1 minute. We'll meet at the nearest rendezvous point J. Once we've all joined up, we're going to make a mad rush for the lift. We're against the clock here. We need to launch a surprise attack before the raptures have time to react. Don't use your parachutes. Use the reverse injection device instead.
Reverse injection
I
device?
only have one command for you. Wipe them all out.
Red Hood! Okay, let's do this.
Snow White and Red Hood leap out of the plane.
Wow, they're everywhere. Let's start with the 3 o'clock direction. You got it!
They give me shooting while they're falling?
7 dwarfs ready. Let's obliterate these fools.
As Snow White and Red Hood descend, they unleash a hail of gunfire. Actually, her weapon actually looks like a sniper rifle. Even though she uses like an assault rifle in game. Aiming their weapons indiscriminately as they spray the ground with a shower of bullets. A barrage of ear-splitting gunfire and explosions rocks the ground, sending successive shockwaves furling upwards. That should be hurling upwards. Oh, outwards. Okay, it is something furling outwards. No ordinary rapture could hope to survive such a vicious onslaught. Endless waves of raptures are tossed backward by the overwhelming display of firepower. Bang, bang, bang.
Run it back one more time. Yes! Good. Again.
The ground is getting awfully close.
Just when it was getting good.
They're gonna.
Fine. Reverse injection device activated.
Shoo! While the speed of their descent slows significantly, they still experience a hard landing. This isn't enough to stop Snow White and Red Hood, however. Bang, bang! After the crash landing, the two of them promptly get up and resume their assault.
How do you like them apples?
A garish and overdone entrance, if I say so myself.
I second that statement.
Scarlet and Dorothy, having finished the initial charge, rush forward. Dorothy, lithely darts to and fro, as if dancing a violent ballet. And Scarlet wields her sword with remarkable poise, cutting down her enemies mercilessly. Suddenly, a colossal rapture leaps down, blocking their path.
We've encountered the beam soldier model.
Beam?
We're too deep behind enemy lines.
Can you not disrupt the beam with your sword?
'Tis worth a try.
Don't, or else you're toast.
A golden halo emits from Rapunzel's staff and stops in front of Scarlet and Dorothy. The beam fired by the gigantic rapture dissipates before contact with the protective halo.
Scarlet, will your sword work against this thing?
As if thou had to ask. I shall show thee what it means to render heaven and earth asunder.
With one fell swoop of her sword, Scarlet cleaves the rapture in two, sending it tumbling to the ground amid a massive
I
explosion.
still have room for improvement. I should have slain this vermin with greater haste.
Point clear. Proceeding in the 2 o'clock direction.
What? That area's swarming with raptures.
Wouldn't it be advisable to take a detour?
There's no time.
Oh, damn it. There's no time. He didn't even... His mouth just spoke through clenched teeth.
Lilith has already gone in that direction.
Then what are we standing around yapping for? Let's move.
Snow White stares at the veritable army of raptors in front of her. I can't see a thing. This seemingly endless mob of raptors is so prolific that it fills Snow White's vision. She feels as if she's suffocating, but when she turns up towards the sky and sees something descending, she can suddenly breathe again. Lewis is running at full speed, cutting through the middle of the throng of raptures. Despite having witnessed this sight numerous times before, Snow White nevertheless feels a strange foreignness at this sight. The sheer power that is on display seems alien, as if from another world. Like, this time they're actually showing different pictures. How come they didn't do that with Scarlet and Dorothy? After landing on the ground, Lewis proceeds to tear Raptors limb from limb, sending countless parts flying through the air. Lewis. She's the wellspring from which all existing Nikkes originate. The first, the strongest, Nikke. Even the cutting-edge Grimm's models are mere copies of her, and inferior ones at that. Like always, after single-handedly taking down hundreds of raptures, Lewis dusts off her hands and casually remarks,
Shall we go?
I have met my match. Victory is not assured.
"We got a squad," rushes towards the lift. Red Hood has a splitting headache, and she has less control over her movements than before. She is certain that the end is fast approaching, but whenever she catches sight of her colleagues running in front of her, a smile spreads across her face. Oh, do they actually, the further you go in the story, they actually make it some of this like action stuff going on here? It's crazy out here. But anyway, I'm going to cheat, and we're going to go ahead in the story. Chapter 11. I think there's only 2 chapters left, actually. Of course, there's no time.
1 kilometer until the lift. Is everyone okay?
The commander, his mouth, it's stuck open.
All good.
There are presumably elite units guarding the entrance. And there might be an enemy threat inside the lift as well.
Of course, there
But
should be
that shouldn't pose
enemies
a-
everywhere.
You are all strong. Isn't that right, Commander?
Right. Super strong.
He's keeping up with all of them.
Can't you try to be a bit more composed?
Why didn't they give him, like, bionic legs or something?
Give me a break. I'm human.
We did just run 3 kilometers without stopping.
Uh-oh. You see that big boy in front of us?
Say that again?
Ultra.
Everyone be wary of its tentacles.
Red Hood rushes forward.
Red Hood, maintain your position.
Sorry, but there's no time for that.
Everyone, file in after Red Hood. We're going up against Ultra.
Against Ultra?
Once
Is that
we
its
get
name
down,
or
the lift
its
will
type?
be right in front of us.
Let's go! Encounter!
She didn't sound very enthusiastic. Encounter. Don't you know we're going to encounter? Whoa, man, they got fucking planes? What the fuck, man? The only good bug is a dead bug. Am I going to fight this myself? No, I'm dealing a lot of damage to it. Man, these memories are so intense. Is it? Man, it almost sounded like a chainsaw.
Performing reload.
Oh. Oh. I believe that stunned me. It's trying to poison us. Oh no, we are poisoned. Goddamn. I don't want to hear more complaining. You take the poison to the face, alright? Stop using the same side. Use a different side. You stupid bug. Ew. It's a weird one.
How did I do?
I don't like that it was a bug.
Enemy down.
If it hadn't snuck up on us, that thing wouldn't have been a challenge at all.
Let's get in the lift.
You don't have to tell me twice.
There might be enemy units inside. Everyone be on your guard. Is everything alright with the spacesuit, Commander?
All good. I've always wanted to wear one of these. I couldn't sleep last night. I was so excited.
Wait, really?
Well then, let's go.
They have their own spacesuits, or since they're machines, cyborgs, they don't need spacesuits?
Ouch! Dang! That's bright! Looks like the sun came out to welcome us.
How cliched can you get?
Check out the sky, Snow. Isn't it beautiful?
What's wrong?
You okay?
Everyone, look over there.
What is it?
Do you know what that is?
I can't see, my eyes are fucking blurry. Everyone stares at where Red Hood points. Off in the distance, a bit too far to make out clearly, there is an indistinct figure floating in the air with the sun on their back. It's the form of a human.
Is it me? Or does that look like a human? Perhaps it's a new type of decoy? I thought they'd given up the notion of air superiority, but they might have changed their minds.
'Tis a most peculiar shape for a decoy.
It's Cinderella.
Just moved. Something's coming
I
out
can't
of it. Is it splitting apart? It looks like a giant wet...
Rapunzel, are you okay?
It's all my fault for corrupting her.
Oh, she's having... Really? You're getting horny at this moment. You're thinking about tentacles.
Let me see. Does anyone have binoculars?
Why don't you just use the zoom function on your phone?
You got fucking... Put your goggles down and look at it.
Good call. Snow White, always coming in clutch with the tech tips.
I thought this was common knowledge.
The commander looks at the silhouette with his phone camera.
I don't think that's a decoy. It's Cinderella.
What?
The face is exactly the same as the one I received in the dossier. I can see the glass slippers as well. But her eyes...
She's corrupted.
Everyone, take cover!
Get ready to counterattack.
A hailstorm of bright blue light beams filled this entire sky, like luminescent water droplets. I mean, I already knew she was gonna get corrupted. So she shoots like little dart things out of the slippers.
What the hell are these things? Are all of them beams?
There's no way we can evade them. Rapunzel!
On it!
Rapunzel manifests a golden halo which floats atop the party. The numerous light beams falling from the sky are all diffused in different directions.
She's firing another volley. What? Again? I'll try to block it.
Are we gonna have to fight her as a boss? That'd be kind of
Red
cool.
Hood, under and over.
Got it. She's mine.
Rapunzel conjures up another halo which diverts the next barrage of light beams. Red Hood quickly gets into a shooting stance and then fires a single shot towards Cinderella. The four floating objects surrounding Cinderella, they have to coalesce into one solid shape and block it. Yeah, well, fires towards the unidentified mass, which is cylindrical in shape. The cylinder appears to reflect the bullet and rebounds it back.
It deflected it?
Amid a mass cloud of dust, Red Hood's hurled backwards.
Red Hood! We've got more beams incoming!
What is this? There's no way she's controlling that many beams by herself.
I'm low on power. I can't create any more distortion rings.
I shall sever her in two.
Don't be insane. Just hold on tight. Commander, cover your mouth and nose.
Delos picks up everyone and start. What? Am I seeing it? She picks up how?
So fast! I can't breathe! Deal with it. This is our only chance of escaping.
Why are we escaping?
We can't win.
My ass, we can't. I'll...
If you're so intent on dying, at least wait until we've defeated this thing.
Time is one thing I don't have a lot of.
Despite deploying over 100 mass-produced Nikkes, numerous long-range weapons, and the God Squad, the operation to topple the Queen ends in failure. The Rapture force near the lift swelled to 4 times its original size, and the United Forces of Humanity determines that the capturing the lift is an impossible task. I wonder if the main story, I'm gonna have to go to the lift. A decision is made. All of the humans that remain will be evacuated to the Ark, a massive city being built underground. Mankind has been defeated by raptures. Really? That's it?
Oh. Where's Lilith?
She pushed herself to the limit and had to undergo maintenance. She'll be immobile for some time.
Okay.
You didn't move your mouth.
So what happens next?
Mankind will escape underground. The world will fall into the hands of raptures.
And humans will die out.
Not necessarily. From what I hear, the living conditions in the Ark are actually quite ideal. The only downside is its limitations with regard to size.
What do we do now?
Like Bill Gates says,
Help with the move.
Oh.
And after that?
Most likely reside in the Ark and prepare for retaliation.
I see.
Alright, I'm calling it.
What?
I'm at my limit. I doubt I have many days left. Today may well be my last.
What are you talking about? You said you'd stay with us until the end.
Sorry, kid. I lied.
Liar!
My hometown. That was something I decided a long time ago. At first, I wanted to die on the battlefield, fighting alongside you all.
Yo, is this... So she's gonna go off to die, and then the other Nikkes, like Scarlet, Snow White, and Rapunzel, are all gonna go with her, and that's how they become the pilgrims, because they take her to a town and kill her, right? And then they go off and they,
But we
travel the
managed
world.
to make it out alive. So I'm going.
You can't go! I won't let you!
Snow? Listen to me carefully. The wolf must die under the well. Everyone has a predestined final resting place. I'm not destined to die here.
Don't lie. I know you want to stay here with us. You like this place. You were willing to die alongside us.
Fine. You got me. No more beating around the bush. This thing we call corruption, it won't kill me. Not directly, at least. It will only end when someone else puts me out of my misery. If I stay here, the corruption will slowly take over me, and you'll be forced to make a terrible choice. When the time comes, will you be able to go through with it? Promise that you'll shoot me.
You know, I shot Marion, but she came back.
Yes, I'll do it.
But will you be able to do it without crying? You can't. You're all far too nice for that. The last thing I'll ever see is all of you bawling your eyes out. What kind of final image? is that to go out on? I'd never want that. So I'm leaving.
At least you'll be around friends.
I'll go away and die quietly.
Okay,
Commander!
if that is your decision, I won't stop you. You've earned the right to choose for yourself.
Thank you, boss. And everyone.
Dorothy, if you would, please restrain Snow White.
Hey, let me go!
Be good, kid. It's been fun.
Red Hood, don't go! Stay here with me, please! I'll pull the trigger when I have to. I promise! I won't cry. I won't even flinch. Just please, don't go!
Without a word, Red Hood turns around and starts walking.
Are you really going? You're leaving me? Are you really?
Red Hood keeps walking.
Fine! Go then! Go and die alone! I won't shed a single tear for you! Batty, liar!
Batty, liar.
I hate you!
I hate you!
Red Hood.
Man, they're doing a lot of stuff for this. How come they... man, it bugs me that some parts they don't do anything at all.
Don't go! Don't leave me!
Red Ash, to be continued. Oh, is this the final part of the... I have to wait for them to unlock the other parts. I have to wait 6 days? Oh. And you get there. If you complete everything, you get to have her head blocking Snow White. You think I'm gonna get her? It took me a long time to get Quincy. Ooh, I actually got 2.
Introductions? No need.
Oh my god. That's not someone I was expecting. No.
Choose the best route and make sure.
But those were random. I believe Frima... Yeah, she's one of the coffee.
Where's my bed?
That's right, you're the... The creamer? I believe? I'm alright to look her up. But she has a...
Where's my bed?
Oh, okay.
So sleepy.
Look at her. She's so tired. Oh, she is a sniper rifle. Look at that. Reload. But yeah, this is why there's plot, alright? I still think the best reload is, Mercy. Query. Why? I said her name wrong, didn't I? Her reload is the best. She has bad eyesight, okay?
Lord, I found some most valuable wine. Shall we have a cup in the near future?
You're alcoholic!